In this episode, I am going to scratch build a petrol station for the layout. Stick around. Hi again. I decided to put a petrol station in this area, in the village. It's across the road from the car park of the station and next door to some apartments. Around it here, there will be the incline of the outer lane. So I've done some a simple design and measurements, and I've decided to go something like this. Here, this here, and this little bit here will be the island where the pumps will be. This will be the pavement here. So the garage, this will be tire repair, mechanic, whatever, oil change, and this will be the petrol station where you go in and pay, and they sell, I don't know, carpets and car accessories and magazines and whatever. Over here there'll be another room here, a building which will join the two buildings together, be more of a corridor. But it's just to make it into one building. At the back here there will be some scrap and maybe a little garden or whatever, something like that. And on the side here, let me turn this a bit. Yeah. On the side here, we'll keep it clean because the cars have to exit from here. I don't know. We'll see as we go along. Anyway, that's far ahead. But the plan is to do this petrol station here in the garage, as I've explained. So I'm going to start cutting up some styrene, and I'm going to build these two rooms here and join them with a little like corridor or another room. The height is going to be a standard, I don't know, no, I think I'll build this one a regular height, and this one is more of an industrial garage, so it will be slightly higher. There'll be different levels. Good, let's start with that, and I'll get back to you. Okay, so I've cut up some styrene. I used the measurements that I planned before, made a couple of small changes, and this is what I've done. I have, let me get something to point with, okay? This is the garage, as I said. This is the joining room here to get, there's no door there, or maybe I'll cut it later. And this is the main shop itself. I still have to do, let me just put this here for now. This is where the pumps will be. Let me hold this back a bit. This is where the pumps will be. It can serve 4 cars at a time. And as for the front here, I started doing, where is it? I have a small piece somewhere here. Oh, no. Oh, here it is. I had this here. It was the front, it was the front wall. I was cutting it up. I didn't like it, so I cut it up. I removed it and just put a top beam there. Now I'll put a riser here, one here, and one here. The door will be on this side, and this will just be glass, like a showroom. Now and I'll put some styrene across the bottom here. I don't want the glass to go to the very bottom. Maybe they have a counter there and you don't want to see what's behind the counter. Anyway, that's that for now. So next I put the roof on here, and then I'll start the front part of the shop itself, followed by this is going to be difficult, but anyway, the pumps, or maybe I can find some ready-made pumps. I'm not sure about that. Let's now see what I can find or what I can do with this. And a shutter. The shutter will be rolled up, so it will be just a small piece at the top. Maybe I'll use some silver paper and or whatever. Now I see what I come up with. And that's that for now. As for color, I haven't got a clue. I'm trying to stick to local colors here, and most of our buildings here are made out of limestone, at least the old ones were. This is based in the 60s, 70s, this layout. So in those days, yes, most of our buildings were limestone. So I'm going to try to keep everything limestone color. It may look, all dull and all the same, but I'll do the windows and the doors like we had them in those days. Everybody made, used their own favorite color. So you could have a house, two houses next to each other. One had blue windows, and the other one had green windows. So to each his own. And this is what I think I will do here. I won't be using a real brand for the petrol station. I'll come up with one and make a logo for it. I will not be using any actual branding, in fact. Or the branding here will be fictitious, but with a local touch. Anyway, until the next step. Okay, I painted the building and the interior. Most of it is where can be seen through the doors. I didn't go crazy with the inside, but anyway, as you can see, I also cut the door from the main shop to the back room, and from the back room into the garage. I cut those open. At least if somebody looks in here, it looks a bit more realistic. Did some weathering. Okay, as it is. Okay, now I like the fact that, on this edge here, like dirt has gathered there and here, which is very realistic, especially here. And I think I'll paint these a certain color. It will be the brand color. I'm thinking red or blue or green, but it's got to be a bright color. And I'm going to add this. This will be the last part of the shutter when the garage is open, like so. It will be up here like this. It will show something like this. And I will paint this the same color. I'll hold it there for now. It's not glued, just holding there. I'll paint it the same color as the brand color, whether it's blue, green or red here or whatever, not yellow. And I'll paint that to give it, for it to stand out a bit more, or stick out, whichever. Okay, so next time you see this, you'll see the door in place and painted. You'll see the brand color up here as well. But hopefully you have also the window and the doors there in place. Again, I'm waiting for parts for them. So until then. Okay, I installed the door on the petrol station and the display window. It's a glass here, in fact. Oh, there you go. And that's the display door and the rolling shutter here. It's up, it's staying up, it's not going anywhere. Everything is in red, and I will have a red sign up here regarding the brand of the petrol station. I still am not sure what brand name I'm going to use, but that's a later time. I'm going to put this on in the village now, and I'll show you the update I did on the petrol station itself with regards to the island here where the pumps are going to be. Now that I've put the petrol station in its place, you can see that it has filled up the area and quite nicely, if I may say so. I bought these pumps. Wait a minute. There. I bought these pumps and they're metal. And I painted them. It wasn't easy. Very, very difficult. Those pillars are actually 4 or 6 millimeter, aluminium tubing. Let me move in again. Aluminium tubing through which I will feed cables to an LED, wires to an LED to light up the service island. I don't think I will fix this permanently. Maybe I'll use some blue tack to hold it a bit still. And not every time I move my hand there with the wind itself, it falls over. But anyway, you have to try to imagine now that there will be cars there once it's on the layout. And excuse the pump, sorry, the noise. There will be cars there and some work being done in the garage. And I will even dirty the floor a bit there, oil spills and what have you. Anyway, for the petrol station, this is it for now. Thank you for watching, and your comments would be appreciated. Subscribe if you haven't. Have a good day.